What's up, YouTube? T-Movies here. Now, with the new film, The Art of Self-Defense, out now in theirs, since the film stars Jesse Eisenberg, I decided to do my top 10 favorite Jesse Eisenberg movies. Now, I know the popular thing is you hate on Jesse Eisenberg and all, but I tell you guys something. Jesse Eisenberg is a really good actor. Like some of his film choices could be a little weird, but he's been in some pretty decent stuff. And I really like Jesse Eisenberg's work, and he's an Oscar-nominated actor, and I think the guy is a really good actor. So, and he's been in some pretty good stuff. So, with that being said, here's my 10 favorite Jesse Eisenberg movies. All right, coming in at number 10 is going to be the film Now You See Me. Now, the film is about this magician named Atlas, played by Eisenberg, who ends up leading a team of talented illusionists called the Four Horsemen to pretty much rob money and all that. So it's pretty much like a magician heist movie in a way. And I really like the first Now You See Me. I really thought it was a fun film. It was clever. One of the most original films. It's one of the most original films I have ever seen. Great cast that included Morgan Freeman, Micah Caine was in this, Melanie Laurent, Woody Harrelson was in this. Who else was in this film? Oh yeah, Isaac Fisher. I really dug the cast, and I really thought it was really clever. It was really funny to watch. The chemistry between the leads were all really wonderful. Oh, not to mention Mark Ruffalo was in this too. I mean, in it, Mark Ruffalo, plays the police agent. He pretty much plays like the police detective who's trying to hunt these criminals down and all. And it's really fun. I mean, let me rephrase it. The first Now You See Me is good. Didn't quite care for the sequel, and I'm okay if we don't get a third one because the sequel was not all that good. But the first Now You See Me, I really had such a fun time with.
Actually had me keep making it rain.
All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, coming in at number 9 is the anime film Rio. Now, this is from Blue Sky Animation, and it's a really cute and charming one. It's pretty much about like this Makar named Blue, who's pretty much a bird that never learned to fly, and he lives happily. He lives he lives in like a happy life in Minnesota with his human friend named Melinda, uh, who's voiced by oh and in it he also be friends with a another. He also had become smitten with another Makar named Jill, voiced by Anne Hathaway, and the cast is pretty good. Like you also got, I mean, you had Jamie Foxx in this. Let me put it. You had Jamie Foxx and the aforementioned Anne Hathaway was in this. You also had George Lopez had a part in this. Oh yeah, also a Leslie Mann voice voices Rio's owner here. You also had Will I Am was in this. Some pretty good cast members. It and it's a really good one. I mean, it's not as hard with Ice Age or anything because Ice Age is probably my favorite from Blue Sky, but it's still a pretty decent one. It's really entertaining. Great characters, and hey, if you guys haven't seen Rio, I'll say give it a shot. And part two is also pretty decent too. Like if you guys haven't seen Rio 2 yet, that's another good one. And I'm down to see another a third Rio. I don't know if we'll ever see another one, but because really Rio now belongs to Fox now, so I don't know if Fox or I don't know. I mean, Rio's now belongs to Disney. I meant to say. So I don't know if Disney will ever want to do another Rio in the near future, but it'll be cool seeing another one. All right, coming in at number 8 is a very funny comedy, and that is called 30 Minutes or Less. Now, the film is about this pizza delivery guy named Nick, played by Eisenberg, who pretty much like lives a very boring life until he ends up crossing path with two criminal masterminds, played by Dan McBride and Nick Swanson, who ends up like kidnapping him, and they also put like a bomb, strap a bomb into his chest and force him to like rob a bank for them, and if he only has and if he doesn't do it in 30 minutes or less, it ends up go off and all. It's a really funny one. You know, you had Aziz Ansari was in this. It was directed by the guy who just put out Venom. He did a good job at directing. The movie was really funny. It was clever. Kind of underrated too. I mean, it's not really a film that lots of people really talk about now. But 30 Minutes or Less is a really good one. If you guys never seen it, go check it out. And I also really like the dynamic chemistry between both Eisenberg and Ansari. And yeah, it's a really decent one. Alright, coming in at number 7 is a film called American Ultra. Now, the film stars Eisenberg as this stoner named Mike Howell, who spends most of his time getting high and writing a graphic novel about like a superhero monkey, and he ends up and what like he ends up not knowing is that like he was trained by the CIA to pretty much to be a lethal killing machine, and he's kind of a trained combat, and he learned how like kill and all that, and like had combat training and all, and so one day he has to save his girlfriend from some criminal mastermind that's pretty much out to get him and all. Kristen Stewart is also in this, who either she was terrific. You also had Connie Brin was also in this. It was directed by the guy who gave us Project X. He did a good job at directing. Really funny film. It's a great action film. It's pretty bloodier than you expected. And the dynamic chemistry between both Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart really sells this film. It's a really good one. If you guys never seen American Ultra, all right. Okay, now coming in at number 6, it's going to be controversial and it's going to be unpopular, and I'm probably going to piss people off with this one because I don't care if I piss people off. I mean, literally, piss people off is seriously the funnest thing to do. But coming in at number 6 is going to be Batman vs Superman. I'm telling you now, I don't care what anyone says. You know, like you can hate me, whatever. I'm just giving my honest opinion. I really liked Eisenberg's portrayal of Lex Luthor. I know that's unpopular to say. This is actually the one reason why lots of people are hating on Eisenberg is because of his portrayal of Lex Luthor. But I thought he was pretty decent. Like he put like a different spin on the Lex Luthor take. He was very different as well. I know he gave a really decent performance as Lex Luthor. I, I'm gonna say I really thought he was a decent Lex Luthor, and he was a pretty decent villain here. And of course, you had oh, sorry about that. Anyway, of course, you had Henry Cavill as Superman. Ben Affleck, made his big debut as a Batman here. Gal Gadot made her Wonder Woman debut. I really dug Batman vs Superman. I mean, yes, it had its problems. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it did have some problems, but I still really went in and actually ended up enjoying it, and I also enjoyed Eisenberg's portrayal of Lex Luthor. So hey, it is what it is. I could lie just saying that he was terrible and all, but I'm not gonna lie there. So I'm just gonna say up front, I thought he was a good Lex Luthor. So All right, coming in at number 5. Sorry about that. Anyway, coming in at number 5 is a film called The Squid and the Whale. Now, this movie is directed by Noah Baumbach, who's a really talented filmmaker. And it's about these two brothers who are living in Brooklyn, and they are caught in like the middle of a deeply affected by the divorce of their parents, played by Jeff Daniels and Laura Linney. And the siblings are played by Eisenberg and Owen Klein. And there's like a tension that rises further, you know, true Laura Linney's Joan character's Ryan career as it takes off, and it's pretty much like a family dynamic drama. It's a dysfunctional family. Great performance all around. Like Jeff Daniels, I thought was terrific in this movie. Laura Linney, I mean, she's Laura Linney. She's always great. I really like the brotherly dynamic between both Eisenberg and Klein. They were both good. I believe Jesse Eisenberg's sister was also in this too. So there's a family dynamic, like there's an Eisenberg dynamic family there. So yeah, if you guys ever seen Squid and the Whale, I say give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a really good like film about family, a film about brotherhood, a film about growing up. Really good film, and kind of underrated too. I mean, I don't really hear many people talking about the Squid and the Whale, but it's a really decent film. All right, coming in at number 4 is another film that Eisenberg starred with. Coming in at number 4 is another film that Eisenberg starred with alongside Kristen Stewart, and that is called Adventureland. Now, the film takes place in the summer of 1987, and and Eisenberg plays this a college grad named James Brennan, who who really wants to who's really looking forward to begin his like long anticipated dream trip to Europe. But his plans come to scratch a halt when his parents announce that they're unable to pretty much give him money for the trip. So he ends up forcing to take a job at an amusement park, and he ends up falling in love with Kristen Stewart's character, and also his best friend here is played by Ryan Reynolds. Kristen Wiig was also in this, and the film was also directed by the guy who gave us Superbad. So there's that. The film I thought was really funny. It was a great coming of age film with Jesse Eisenberg. And I like his chemistry once again with Kristen Stewart. Like they worked together a couple times, and they worked together really well together, Stewart and Eisenberg. And Adventureland, I mean, it's a movie that takes place in an amusement park. Who doesn't love that? And it's a really good love film. If you guys never seen Adventureland by now, go check out Adventureland. It's really, I mean, the movie actually turned, what? Adventureland turned 10 years old this year. So, you want to feel old there? Boy. But yeah, Adventureland is a really good one. Alright, coming in at number 3 is going to be The Education of Charlie Banks. Now, anywho, in the film, Jesse Eisenberg plays a college kid named Charlie Banks who has a best friend named Danny, played by Chris Marquette, and he ends up attending like a elite school in upstate New York, and his world comes crashing when the unexpected arrival of Meg, played by Jason Riddler, who was a bully in high school, and he pretty much Meg, the character of Meg, goes back into Charlie's life and the lives of her friends, and Charlie ends up beginning the worst, and but he also worries that Mick might be planning to revenge for an incident from like their past and all. Mick, by the way, is played by John Ritter's son, Jason Ritter, who was terrific. The movie is directed by Fred Durst, who's a hit and miss director. He has a new movie coming out with John Travolta sometime this year. I don't know about that, but yeah, it's a really good one. I mean, I really like the chemistry between Jesse Eisenberg and Sean Marquette. They were both really great in this. Great performance by Jason Burr, by some of the other cast. It's really funny. It's lighthearted. Really good film. I mean, if you guys never seen The Education of Charlie Banks yet, I say give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, coming in at number two. My number two favorite is, not to mention the sequel of this is coming out in October, but number two is from Adventureland to Zombieland. I mean, I think 2009 Jesse Eisenberg had like a hard on for amusement parks because first he was in Adventureland, and now after that movie came, he did Zombieland, which was also from the same director of Venom, and he also did 30 Minutes or Less. Zombieland, I really love. This movie is a really fun and enjoyable zombie comedy. You got Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone is in this. You got Bill Murray's a zombie. I mean, what more could you ask for there? You got you of course got some really cool zombies here. Abigail Breslin was also great in this. Really fun, entertaining film. I really love this film. And like I said in the beginning, um, later this year in October, we got Zombieland 2 double tap hitting theaters this week. So, not this week, I mean this October, I meant to say. But I won't be surprised if we get a trailer sometime this week or this month or whatever. But yeah, cannot wait for Zombieland 2. That's gonna be. I mean, 10 years too late, yeah, but I'm still really pumped for the sequel. All right, coming in at number one for my favorite Jesse Eisenberg movies. My number one pick is gonna be the film that actually pretty much got him an Oscar nomination. And my number one favorite Eisenberg movie is going to be The Social Network. I mean, Jesse Eisenberg, of course, played Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg, and this is the best performance. I mean, this is seriously a movie that I was. I mean, The Social Network is always the movie that I always bring up when people talk about Jesse Eisenberg's acting talents and all. But man, Jesse Eisenberg was a great Mark Zuckerberg. Now, of course, you also had Andrew Garfield, who I think probably could have gotten an Oscar nomination, but he didn't. You also had Justin Timberlake was in this. It's probably one of my favorite David Fincher movies. Such a great movie. I mean, although they did sort of made Mark Zuckerberg turn out to be, kind of a douchebag, really. I guess he's a douchebag in real life. I don't know, but they really made they really did had a great job at having Eisenberg portray Zuckerberg really well. Not besides Eisenberg, you also had like Rooney Mara was also in this. Oh yeah, Army Hammer of course played the Wicked twins. It's probably Army Hammer's like most breakout. Like it was kind of the film that put Army Hammer on the map. And yeah, I mean this showed of like who Zuckerberg was and how of course he built an Facebook empire. And I mean I remember when they first announced that they were going to do a Facebook movie. I was like, really? I mean how? Like, what story is there to tell about Facebook? I mean, you just go on it, look for friends, and whatever. But Social Network is a pretty decent film, and it was a real surprise. I really liked the movie so much, and I've been down to see maybe like a sequel to this somehow. But I don't know. If you guys never seen The Social Network, it's fantastic, and I really love that movie. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Alright. It's here. Alright. Number 10, Now You See Me. 9, Rio. 8, 30 Minutes or Less. 7, American Ultra. 6, Batman vs. Superman. 5, The Square in the Wheel. 4, Adventureland. 3, The Education of Charlie Banks. Uh, Zombieland. 1, The Social Network. Now, Jesse Eisenberg has been loads of other stuff over the years. I mean, the guy is like in his late 30s, and man, I think he's. How old is Jesse Eisenberg? Let me check. Hey, he's like in his late 30s, and the guy has a really great career. But anyway, his other notable works, still haven't seen the Hummingbird Project. I heard mixed stuff about that. Woody Allen's Cafe Society is a good one. The End of the Tour with Jason Segel is a good one. The Double. Definitely not Now You See Me Too. Free Samples. Another Woody Allen film, To Run with Love. Why Stop Now? Camp Hell. Holy Rollers is a good one. Satari Man. The Hunting Party. He was in Curse. The Village. His first feature, Roger Dodger. Yeah, I really like this guy as an actor. I know lots of people, talk poo-poo about him and whatnot, but I think Jesse Eisenberg is. I think he's a phenomenal actor, and can't wait to see what else he does in the near future. Anyway, let me leave you guys. What are some of your favorite Jesse Eisenberg movies? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Movies Side